NOP. Okay. Thirds are girls. 2 120 बराबर 240 and the rest are boys यानी कि 60 120 3/4 of the number of boys are players 3/4 कितना हो जाएगा 30 3 90 90 हो गया the number of boys who are not players are 30 दो का पावर 4 हो जाएगा 16 नीचे 4 दूनी 8 दूनी 16 100 110 110 भागा देंगे 11 से 10 हो जाएगा 10 उन्नीस 16 160 160 160 माइनस 2 का क्यू 8 15 3/4 2 6 माइनस 16 9 144 150 10 बच जाएगा टू ट्रेन्स ऑफ लेंथ इतना अपनी डायरेक्शन यानी कि प्लस हो जाएगा 200 300 टोटल डिस्टेंस एट स्पीड ऑफ इतना किलोमीटर रिस्पेक्टिवली इन व्हाट टाइम दे विल क्रॉस ईच अदर सेकंड्स में है 90 को 5/18 से गुना करेंगे मीटर पर सेकंड में बदलेंगे 5/18 हो जाएगा 25 ठीक है 25 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो आ जाएगा 1 मरतबे 5 2 मरतबे 12 सेकंड The mark price of a calculator is इतना it is sold at a discount of इतना परसेंट the mark price है इतना सोल्ड किया गया 25% डिस्काउंट पे if the cost price of the calculator is इतना what is the value of profit 25% 1/4 1200 का 1/4 कितना हो जाएगा 300 यानी कि 900 में बेचा गया 900 में बेचा गया और 800 इसका सीपी है 100 रुपये का फायदा है 1/8 4 से गया 25/2 100 रुपया हो जाएगा रुपया दिया हुआ है not ratio mixture of 30% concentration of alcohol and 50% concentration of alcohol are to be added so that the resultant mixture will be 35 concentration of alcohol 30 50 35 5 15 3 1 What was the name of the group of merchants who was responsible for the formation of this company? Trading unions, merchant adventures. What is the name of the group of merchants? Oh, yeah. How many layers are included in NEGP National E-Governance Plan? Which Indian organization has backed Subhash Chandra Bose Aapda Prabandhan Puraskar for disaster preparedness? As the frequency of a wave increases, what happens to its wavelength? It increases wavelength. नहीं decrease होगा ना The Gram Nyale Act was passed in the year Gram Nyale Act. Following is the highest mountain in South America. कौन का हुआ Who among the following was the son of Chandragupta Maurya? Bindusar. In the Indian economy, bullock carts are the principal means of transportation. Railways. The Bengali Voice of India Hindu Maratha Bengali. थ्री और वन का तो टू होगा नहीं, वन का टू कहीं दिया नहीं, थ्री का टू होगा नहीं, तो थ्री का थ्री होगा, वन का वन होगा, वन का वन भी नहीं होगा, वन का थ्री तो बंगाली, टू का टू वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया, थ्री का वन मराठा गंगाधर तिलक. A district judge is appointed by which of the following authorities? Governor, of course. District judge. कालीबंगन राजस्थान. हड़प्पन सेटलमेंट साइट दयामाबाद गुजरात. बिल्कुल गलत है. नागार्जुन कोंडा आंध्र प्रदेश. उदयगिरी महाराष्ट्र. उदयगिरी सही है, चौथा भी सही है. अरे हड़प्पन सेटलमेंट साइट, चौथा तो सही है, दूसरा या तीसरा, दूसरा होगा नहीं, तीसरा ही होगा फिर. Directly matched. Which institution launched India's first ever book on sports psychology? Which institution launched India's first ever book on sports psychology? What was the revenue administration and civil justice system in Bengal under the Mughals? Nizamat Diwani. Mansabdari Diwani. Lala Lajpat Rai was associated with the servants of the People of Society since 1921. Devak Samaj. Deepika Sabha Chinmay Mission. The Prime Minister of India can issue a proclamation of national emergency and only if the Prime Minister gives written advice. The Cabinet recommends in writing, the Governor of the State recommends in writing. Chandragupta 1. Defeated Sakas. 3 का A. 3 का A हो गया. 4 का C नहीं, 4 का B. Defeated Circles. 2 का D. In dash, this company acquired a charter from the ruler of England, granting it the sole right to trade with the East. In this year, the East India Company acquired a charter from the ruler of England, Elizabeth. Under which article of the Documents of the Women on Maternity Leave must receive all maternity benefits from the 42 or 43? 43. The gentleman was fighting in the Panchayat 73. Kurinchi, Seashore, Palai, Moloi, Netab. Landscape. Match the landscape mentioned in the Sangal respective region. ये क्या है भाई? Match the following geographical factors with their descriptions. Topography. Hot or cold climates. Plains for farming. Housing and education. सी का टू, सी का टू, ए का वो है, ए का वो नहीं लग रहा है, क्लाइमेट, बेटर हाउसिंग एजुकेशन, वाटर डी का फोर, क्या डिस्क्रिप्शन द वर्ड एक्सट्रीम हॉट और कोल्ड क्लाइमेट्स. Which cyclone was the longest duration cyclonic storm in the North Indian Ocean since 1977? Storm in the North Indian Ocean since 1977. Which countries participated in the desert night? Desert night. Desert night. Trilateral government चरशादा, राजघाट, काम्पिल, मॉडर्न लोकेशन, शाकिब, तक्षशिला, तक्षशिला तो पाकिस्तान में चलेगा. सेहत महित, शहीद महित, वाइडली मैच्ड, शाकिब, कौशाम्बी, वाराणसी, राजघाट, ये तो बिल्कुल नहीं है पता. वेयर वॉज महावीरा बॉर्न? पावापुरी नहीं यार, वैशाली, सॉरी. What was the main religion of Russia in the 1914? Roman Catholic Christianity, Russian Orthodox Christianity, Russian Liberal Christianity, Protestant Christianity. Following correctly describe the term Cenozoic. The age of mammals, the age of human, age of new life. Which of the following correctly describe the term Cenozoic? Amarkantak hills are at the confluence of Vindhya and Sahyadri ranges. Biligiri-Rangan hills constitute the easternmost part of Satpura range. Sichachalam hills constitute the southernmost part of the Western Ghats. Westernmost part of the Satpura range. India's first lunar mission project. September 23rd, December 22nd. B का 2, A का 3, C का 1, C का 4, winter solstice. Vernal equinox. नहीं 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 नहीं. B का who got a medal of Ulak for defeating the Mongols? Firoz Tughlaq, Alauddin Khilji, Alauddin Khilji, Firoz Tughlaq. ये किधर मिलता है एक? उलाग खां. Among the following invented aspirin. Aspirin. The term Prathama Kulika in the Gupta period stands for Pratham Kulika, chief merchant, chief banker, craftsman. Coal and petroleum have their own advantages and disadvantages. Three of the statements regarding coal and petroleum are similar. Choose the one that is dissimilar. Three of the statements regarding coal and petroleum are similar. Choose the one that is dissimilar. Used to generate electricity in thermal plants and are cost effective. When burnt, produce CO2, which causes global warming. When burnt, produce oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. Niche efficient or to produce carbon monoxide, which is a poisonous gas. When burnt, produce oxides of Sultan, who constructed more than 3 canals for irrigation, was Muhammad bin Farshid, who was the Governor General of India during the revolt of 1857. Lord Canning, Cornwallis, Monroe. Lord Canning. Lord Canning, Warren Hastings, Director Cornwallis. Where does the El Nino current flow? Pacific Ocean. The Bhil tribe living in the Western Ghats controlled the mountain passes between the north and the Deccan. What is the normal size of planetary paths of planets? See, elliptical, parabolic, circular. The orbit of each of the following satellites is not a sun synchronous. Which one of the following is the longest among the west flowing rivers? Narmada. Consider the following statements regarding the ancient Indian urban centers. Choose the correct option. Indian urban centers, choose the correct option. Dholagiri is known for its sophisticated water conservation system. Patliputra served as a prominent administrative capital under the Mauryan Empire, confronted with Rome in ancient times. Say, Hastinapur was a major urban center. 4 is wrong. 4 तो होगा ही नहीं. Known for its sophisticated water conservation system. 1, 2, 3 are correct. लिंगनमक्की डैम is built in which river? नहीं पता. वैसे कृष्णा रिवर लग रहा है. कृष्णा, तुंगभद्रा. 1995, with whom did Eric Cornell experimentally produce the first Bose-Einstein condensate in a rarefied gas of? Where did the 18th Surya Kiran military exercise between India and Nepal commence? Sarjhandi. Painted grey wear, black slipped wear, northern black polished wear, red wear. Luxury pottery. Four का D. One का B. Two का C. A. Altitudes near the equator experience a tropical climate. Higher latitudes close to the poles have a temperate climate. Tehri Dam, Uttarakhand, or typically freestyle wrestling bout is divided into essential address of the Houses of the Parliament assembled together on the commencement of the first Parliament session. What is the name of the newly discovered loach species in Meghalaya caves? In which of the following places the Indian National Congress passed the resolution of Purna Swaraj? The invention of Frescograph is revealed which of the following scientists of India? The current Chief Electoral Officer of Bihar. Which among the following is the coldest planet in the solar system? Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. What is the correct number of budgetary estimate or capital measurement rules except for the financial estimate projections? Those multi-application solar telescope was operationalized at the after the undergoing the cause of water doesn't come over the leadership of Ganga. Other name of Dhauligiri Peak is White Mountains. Dhauligiri Peak. Lake Asad is fed by which river? The microliths were used by early man during the Paleolithic age. He is the current Secretary General of the International Commission. Rana Pratap Sagar hydroelectric plant is in Rana Pratap. Was not a port town of the civilization. Port town, Rakhiwadi. Rakhiwadi, Haryana. Identify the incorrect estimate regarding judicial interpretation of Article 21 after Supreme Court's verdict in Menaka Ganji case 1978. Article 29, 19 and 14 are not mutually exclusive. Interpretation of is arbitrary. The right of life includes the right of individual dignity. ये हमारी याचिका कर्ता पर है कि वह सिद्ध करे जिस कानून की प्रक्रिया से उसके जीवन या ध्यान से किया गया है शिक्षा चाहिए सभी प्रक्रिया संचालित विद्यमान निश्चित प्रक्रिया के मोटे तौर पर समान आवश्यक है नहीं है जिनका अधिकारियों गरिमा के साथ जीने का अधिकार शामिल है। लेकिन फैसले के बाद न्यायिक निर्वाचन के संबंध में कुछ पहचानिए। देवी चंद्रगुप्त हमें मिलेंगे। इमेज तो होगा नहीं, Insert from within the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Each edition of Anglo-Mysore War ended with the signing of Treaty of Serinpatnam. Ended with the signing of Treaty of Serinpatnam. Mission is ascent. बिल्कुल Where will the 7th edition of the Global Startup Summit be held on July 13th, 2024? What is the growth rate of the index of industrial production for the month of March 2025? The index of industrial, which of the following is not correctly matched? This should be Andaman and Nicobar and Munda Santa Captain Nizara Gargan of Narmada River Kantak Dashavatar Temple Mahadev Temple Lakshmi Temple Moji Temple दशावतार देवघर दशावतार देवघर ए का 3 बी का 1 सी का 2 या 4 सी का 4 Who brought out the general Samvad Kamudi? Samvad Kamudi. The sequence of color observed when white light gets exposed through a prism. Vibgyor. Vibgyor. वॉयलेट है, ग्रीन है, ब्लू पहले आ गया, ये नहीं होगा, ब्लू, ग्रीन, फिर येलो, फिर ऑरेंज, मिल गया बाबू। आगे देख लो, ब्लू इंडिगो आ गया, ग्रीन इंडिगो आ गया, नहीं होगा, सही है। पावर, पावर का तो वाट होगा ना, जूल 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 वाट, सही है। The environment quality can be significantly improved by the practice of overuse of natural resources, erosion, deforestation, conservation. One of these can hear infrasound. This one is humans, bat, dolphins, या बैट या डॉल्फिन्स। What is the name of the solution that is employed to identify the existence of a starch in food? Solution that is employed to identify the existence of a starch in food. Which performs a function of positive polymer in a simple cell? सरल सेल में धनात्मक ध्रुव का कार्य कौन करता है? What are the primary forces acting on an object when it is submerged in water? Primary forces acting on an object when it is submerged in water. Buoyant force. बायोन्ट फोर्स हो जाएगा। और which equation demonstrates the electricity management of all manifestations of the electromagnetic field? What is the number of autosomes in human? Poisson's equation, which is often used to describe the elastic properties of a material, is given by which Greek letter? Kappa. Who arranged the 36 elements in an ascending order of their atomic mass and found that each eighth element had the Newland's octave? The unit of density is kilogram meter per second, meter cubed kilogram per cubic meter, square meter cube. बाप रे बाप।